Hi, this is Vlad from Verge, taking a look at the Nokia Lumia 800. Coming only a few weeks after the release of the Nokia N9, this is actually the Finnish company's new smartphone flagship. The difference between it and the N9, in spite of the really obvious physical similarities, is that the Lumia 800 runs Windows Phone, Microsoft's new operating system. It runs version 7.5, codenamed Mango. And its internal specifications are pretty much par for the Windows Phone cores. That means a 1.4 GHz Qualcomm processor, a 3.7-inch display with 800 by 480 resolution, and 16 GB of onboard storage, without the ability to expand via microSD card. The main way in which Nokia differentiates itself from the rest of Microsoft's hardware partners is actually in the physical design of this phone. Yes, it is very much like the N9s, but in terms of anything else in the Windows Phone ecosystem, this is a unique design. The unibody, or as Nokia calls it, monobody polycarbonate design is something that we really loved about the N9 and is still very much true here with the Lumia 800. It is brilliantly well put together, fit and finish are fantastic, and all the lines just flow into one another. It is seamless and it is beautiful. In terms of the actual software, however, this is very standard stuff. There is almost nothing to tell you that this is a Nokia device rather than any one of those already produced from the likes of HTC and Samsung for Windows Phone. There are Nokia customizations, they're just not of the relevant kind. What you get in terms of exclusive content are things like ringtones, notifications, alerts, a few extra wallpapers, but the actual Windows Phone interface remains entirely unskinned and unmodified. There is no expansion in terms of capabilities. In fact, Nokia doesn't give you the full Windows Phone experience, at least in terms of Mango, because internet sharing is disabled on the Lumia 800, and you also don't have a front-facing camera. So in terms of that, Nokia actually falls behind. Where it tries to catch up is with a pair of exclusive applications. First up is Nokia Drive, which gives you offline navigation and voice turn-by-turn instructions. And second is Nokia Music, which includes Mix Radio, which offers free streaming of preset playlists, but you also need to be online in order to use it. Something that people upgrading from Nokia's Symbian family of phones might appreciate is the Bluetooth contacts transfer application. This does pretty much what it suggests. It allows you to transfer your contacts from your phone to the 800 via Bluetooth. The Lumia 800 also comes with an 8-megapixel camera on the back. It has a Carl-Zeiss lens with an f2.2 aperture and can record 720p video. Performance in both stills and video was very quick and snappy, pretty much standard for Windows Phone, to be honest. However, there were a few issues with the actual results. Some photos took on an artificial green hue after they're taken. It seems to be a post-processing issue, and motion blur seems to be a problem when shooting non-static images. That being said, when it gets its colors right, the Lumia 800's camera can produce some really excellent results. It collects an awful lot of detail, and if you switch to macro mode, it takes some really great close-up shots as well. Comparing the Lumia 800 to the rest of the smartphone field at the moment is really going to be dependent on what you think of Windows Phone. If, like Stephen Elop, you like the platform and you believe its ecosystem has a great future ahead of it, the Lumia 800 is pretty much an obvious choice. Simply on account of its great physical design and awesome AMOLED display, the Lumia 800 takes the lead amongst Windows phones. Where it ranks once you factor in iOS and Android devices is going to be down to the way that you use a smartphone. The alternatives are relatively obvious. There's the iPhone 4 and iPhone 4S for all the functionality of iOS 5. And on the Android side, you can pick up the Incredible S from HTC, which has a 4-inch screen and the same 800 by 480 resolution as the Lumia 800.